Hi, I'm Randy Hollenbeck, and this is the Music Roundtable. Today on the show, we have alternative rock pop punk band 90 Seconds to Midnight.
How you guys doing?
What up?
What's happening?
How's it going, guys?
I hate that you're still in my head. Think about you when in bed. I feel your knife up on my neck. Can't fucking breathe no more. I saw the blood leak from your hands. Smiled at me with sweet revenge. Is it me or is it chance? You fucking hate me more. I fucking woke up drunk in a parking lot with a broken cigarette. You're calling on my phone. You want me home, but I'm not finished yet. Tell me what the fuck you're waiting for. Just fucking tell me that you hate me more.
I just wanted to start out. Let's go around the room, say your name, what instrument you play.
What up? I am Donovan, and I play lead and rhythm guitar.
I am Caesar. I am the vocalist of the band. Yeah.
I am a drummer. My name is Logan. Just joined the band within the last week. So,
Oh yeah, I'm James. I play bass.
Okay. I just want to start out with like an easy question. What was an album you grew up listening to that you could listen to without any skips, front to back?
For me, that would definitely be Dookie by Green Day. Uh, I grew up having that album on actual CD. Um, and yeah, that was one of the ones that my mom would pop in the radio every time we got in the car.
I'm actually gonna go pretty similar one there with American Idiot by Green Day. Pretty similar situation there. Had it on CD as a kid and listened to it all the time to this day.
yeah. I'm going to agree with James there and go with American Idiot as well. I mean, I heard Holiday when I was like 12 for the first time and completely changed my world. And I've never been the same since.
I am gonna go completely different route. For me it was the Beatles, the White Album. I don't know why, it's just like my stepfather was really into music like that and it kind of just branched off to me, so.
Okay. How about musical influences? Is Green Day one of them?
As far as other musicals, I'd say, with me starting guitar, I took a lot of inspiration from Billy Joe Armstrong, um, along with some other more like emo bands. But I know Caesar's obsessed with 1975.
Absolutely. Yeah, the 1975 The Killers was when I got a little older, I really got into the Killers through Guitar Hero, funny enough, and um yeah, it just kind of went from there. That kind of genre of music I just grew to love more than anything.
First concert attended.
So, in my opinion, I had a very badass first concert. Uh, I don't remember what year it was because I know it goes back a little bit, but I went to the Hella Mega tour with the Interrupters, Weezer, Fall Out Boy, and Green Day.
Yeah, my first one was a tribute Beatles concert. I'm not exactly sure where it was, but I want to say it was like the Benedum or the Biome or something like that.
It was at Star Lake Pavilion. It was Shinedown with Bad Flower, Dinosaur Pile Up, and Broken Hands. Very solid show.
Mine was embarrassingly, I think it was Gavin DeGraw. I'm not gonna lie. My mom took me for a surprise for my birthday, and yeah, he had like a little fedora on stage. It's pretty crazy.
Nice, nice. Okay. What got you into music? Was it like a band, a guitar player, a singer? What sparked your interest to get into music?
So, and from my, well, here, are you talking about the band or just picking up the instrument in the first place?
Picking up the instrument.
So I remember I was probably 10 years old, and I saw a live performance of Green Day. Um, and something about that just clicked. And I remember I texted my mom, and I was like, "Mom, I want to be like Billy Joe Armstrong when I grow up." Now knowing more things that I'm older and understanding more things, probably wasn't the best role model to look after. Um, like watching interviews with him on SNL, and he's like, "Yeah, so you're gonna get a 5-gallon bucket and fill it with water, and then you know cut a 2 liter in half and then attach a bowl to it." I'm like, "Mom, what's a gravity bomb?" You'll learn when you're older, but
Yeah, for me, I start off kind of similar to Donnie here with the Billy Joe stuff, but huge Green Day fan ever since I was a little kid. But for bass specifically, I'd probably have to go with Nikki Sixx mostly. A lot of great bass players, but Les Claypool up there for sure. But mostly, like stylistically, I have to go with Nikki.
I'd say what made me pick up drums specifically was watching a lot of like Green Day live videos. At first, I wanted to do bass. Mike was my idol, and then I started listening more into it, and I got a bunch of my mom's like clothes basket hampers and turned them upside down with a pair of Josh Dunn 21 Pilot sticks my buddy gave me. And I'd go to town on those until I got an actual drum kit. But mostly a lot of Green Day 21st Century Breakdown era stuff got me into that. So
For me, again, I'm gonna be the odd one out. I remember seeing a video on YouTube when I was a kid of John Mayer with a light blue Stratocaster, and the girls were like going crazy when he was playing. He was playing a song called Gravity. So really, it's a very good song. Um, and all the way till Christmas, I begged my mom for that guitar. And in the meantime, I made a guitar out of rubber bands, a shoebox, and like a paper towel cylinder. And I thought I was the coolest thing in the world. But yeah.
How did the band form? Tell me the story about how you guys all got together and formed this band. Did you like put out ads? Did you know each other? How did that happen?
Yeah, I originally started making music because at the time I thought it was really cool to be a I don't know, just to do music. Like who the fuck doesn't think it's cool to do music? And me and James had always talked about starting a band, and we ended up starting it. It was pretty embarrassing at first. It was me and James on the stage of a fucking bass. Then we went through our first drummer, guitarist. I don't know what, they like literally fell off the face of the earth. And then I had the bright idea to throw out some Facebook ads, and I listed it as like free guitars. Like it had pictures of guitars, but I said like looking for like guitarist, drummer. We found Donovan through Facebook, and then we also found our old drummer through Facebook, even though that fell through, didn't end up. It wasn't a good fit. And then, oh Jesus, did I just cut out again, dude? What's going on?
Okay, we lost them. Okay, does anybody know the story? Okay.
How about this, James? You can go ahead and tell the story pre-meeting me, and then I can do the other half.
Cool. So basically, Caesar started off making music more so like hip hop style, and then switched over to more like closer to what it is now, but sort of a blend between alternative and this. And then after a while, me and him have been friends for years. He was telling me like we've been talking about it all this time about like, oh, let's start a band, let's actually do it. Like, I've been singing, I've been making music. It already has instrumentals. Like we can figure this out. And from then we're looking on Facebook Marketplace for a drummer. We had a different drummer, and then we ended up finding Donovan, and I'll let him take from here.
So I I had actually just gone through a pretty nasty breakup, and uh, I was scrolling on Marketplace looking for. I'm pretty sure I was looking for a car actually, and I saw this ad and it was like, "Oh, bandmates want it." So I was like, "Fuck it, I don't got anything going for me right now." Um, I was already getting scouted by like a couple other bands at the time as well, um, which is weird because it ranged from everything like from alt rocks, pop punk, as this band is. Um, but I even had like hardcore bands hitting me up. Um, but I ultimately decided to with this one. Um, and I've been with the band since February or March area. Um, and then after losing our previous drummer, um, we said, fuck it, let's go back to our roots. And I made a post on Marketplace looking for a drummer, and Logan hit me up. And he was like, oh, what kind of music are we talking about? And I was like, it's pop punk, alt rock. We don't like to stick to a certain genre. He goes, oh shit, that's actually right up my alley. And yeah, he's pretty cool guy. He looks the part. Um, sounds pretty fucking sick. Not slightly talking shit. Not gonna drop any names. There was someone else that was trying out for and uh, he started talking about how like, which it sounds super made up, so I don't know if it's true or not. But he starts talking about how he like got shot in the back and came out beneath his ear. And we're like, I don't think we want to mess with that. We're not trying to have a shot up.
Yeah, no, there was this literally just day, I think, what was it, last week? I think last week or the week before, I was sitting there just scrolling Marketplace looking for some used drum equipment, and I happened upon a advertisement that was looking for a drummer for a pop punk band, and I was like, oh my god, little far out of my way. It's like I live about an hour away from both of them. I'm all the way in Ohio, but that's not a big deal to me. So I mean, I made something happen, had a call that night, and here we are.
Okay. Where are you based out of? Where are you guys based out of?
We're all he's fine. We're all based out of in and around Pittsburgh. Uh, James is actually in Pittsburgh. Me and Caesar were about like 45-ish minutes outside of Pittsburgh, and then there's Logan all the way in fucking.
Yeah, I'm in East Liverpool, so small little town, but I consider Pittsburgh my home for live music, anyways. So
Okay. Let's see. How did you come up with the name for the band?
I have really, really bad anxiety, and I was watching TikTok. They like fear monger a lot, and there was something on there about the doomsday clock, and I remember saying like we have 90 seconds till midnight, or the clock's at 90 seconds till midnight. And I remember texting my girlfriend like freaking out, like, oh my god, like I was misinterpreted. I was like, we're all gonna die. But in the midst of that, she was like, she was just telling me like, no, it's not gonna happen. And I was like, you know what? If it doesn't happen, that'll be a really sick ass band name. I'm not gonna lie. So it all worked out in the end. I didn't die, and we all got a really cool band name. So pretty cool.
One thing you would like to see change in the music industry. I know a lot of people say social media and stuff like that. What would one thing stick out that you want to see change?
I wish, as much as I love Spotify and everything, I wish Napster and all that would have never been invented, and we still had to go off CDs and albums, because they're just. I believe one of the big issues with a lot of bands trying to find their into the big world nowadays is that there's just so many. Like there's billions upon billions of people on Spotify right now. It's just infinite amount of music to listen to when 20 years ago you had to go into a store and get a CD and there was just the CDs. So your CD made it on the shelves, boom. It was a lot easier.
So, in my personal, um, not to sound like some all things aren't the way they used to, but it's so much more difficult to get big as a band nowadays than it was say back in the 80s or 90s. Because although that culture of going out to random ass shows still exists, it's not like it was back in the 80s and 90s where just everyone was doing that. And nowadays, just everyone is so content with listening to the same bands they have for the past 20, 30 years. Or even, because, I'm the youngest of the band. Uh, I just turned 18 last month. And, there's people my age and younger, and even probably into, their age a little bit, where they're perfectly content just listening to the music that they grew up hearing their parents play and them listening to. I don't know if any of the boys have any other comments on that,
For me, I think it's I mean, I used to be like really into like hip hop really, really heavily, but like I feel like it's such a dying genre, and I would really like to see it be like the 80s again, where it's just straight mute like rock music, and that's the primary genre of the era. I think that would be really, really cool to see. And the same thing that Donovan said, where people would actually go out and see a show because they didn't have their phones to scroll on, and like they needed something to do with their friends at nighttime. You know what I mean? So, um, I think that'd be a really cool thing to happen again, and that's one thing I would personally change in the industry.
Okay. Let's talk about a couple songs. Hate Me. And it starts off with like kind of like a Sum 41 kind of guitar riff. It sounds like to me, and it seems like it's about a toxic relationship. Can you tell me a little bit about that song?
Which sorry, it cut out. Which song was it?
Oh, hate me.
Oh, um, I don't really know. Like freaking, I feel like most of all of our music is about a pretty shitty ex because I feel like we all have experienced really bad heartbreaks before. So like, I think at least for me, vocal wise, when I'm like writing lyrics to a song, I kind of gravitate to what I'm feeling the most or like what my brain can't really get out of it. And I mean that's pretty much all on my part. Pretty much is just writing about that. I don't know. I don't know how to describe like individually each song because in my head like each song could be like so many different emotions than just one thing. Like I could be really happy while writing this song even though it sounds like I want to kill myself. You know what I mean? It's like such a weird concept. I can't really like I don't know. It's much easier for someone to just watch me while I'm making it than to for me to like try to describe. I don't know. I sound like a weirdo right now. I don't know how to like fully say this. But yeah.
Okay. Donovan, you want to chime in on that guitar part at the beginning of the song? How you like came up with that riff?
Yeah, so there's it mainly starts with uh, a lot of our songs. You know, I know Caesar always has his little notebook that he's writing down lyrics, but most of the songs will from me just fucking around on the guitar doing random shit. And, they like occasionally send I'll record a clip and send it to the guys, and then we'll just run with it and start building off of that. Um, and we have probably Caesar, correct me if I'm wrong, but we probably have in and around like 10 songs ready to go, just not enough money for studio time to record all the songs.
If we were able to record every single song in our arsenal right now, we probably would be set till the beginning of 2028. I'm not even gonna lie. Like we have an EP that sounds like if Creep was an EP, we have an EP that is ready to be recorded like that. We have 8 other songs that sound exactly like Hate Me, except they're like 10 times better. Like it's ridiculous, dude. But yeah, it all boils down to money, which we all kind of have, but we don't. But we have enough to make it possible, but not to the full extent of what we wish. Um, yeah.
I sit and stare up at my phone. Still don't know what I did wrong. All I know is you're not home. You're slowly killing me. You saw those lines go up my nose. Told you sorry, I'm not strong. Wish that I don't feel alone. Don't wanna be this way. I think I'm kinda dead, but my heart won't stop. Yes, I'm not finished yet. I'll bite the bullet back, give it one last chance. We're both not innocent.
The next song is Mona Lisa. It's your new song. It just came out. There's a punk rock guitar riff at the beginning, and there's like a line in there. It says, "Fake love, you hate me, I taste it." And tell me a little bit about that song. A little bit about how you guys wrote it.
The part that says, "You fake love, you hate me, I taste it." Like my girlfriend, whenever we'd go to see like her favorite artist, like I would get jealous because I'd be like, why the fuck is she tweaking them so hard and not me? Like, well, what am I missing? Like, what, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are we missing? Um, and she said she likes really specific lyrics that kind of like it's like a what is that weird word? It's a certain type of poem, dude. It's a haiku. It's like a haiku where it says like the frog was painted green or something. I don't know how to describe it. Like it's something like that where it gives you a very clear image in your head, and that's what I try to do. Like there was this one, I think it's in Mona Lisa or another, I don't know, but I said I'll bite the bullet. Oh shit. I'm sorry. Um, I said I'll bite the bullet, babe. Give it one last chance. We're both not innocent. Like I bite on my fucking vape all the time, and I was like, damn, like everyone's gonna think about them. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's again, it all boils back down to like me being extremely ADHD when I write all these lyrics, and I'm feeling like 20 different emotions at once, and at the same time, me trying to make it very specific lyrics that make you feel something. As cliche as that sounds, I hate it, but it's true.
Do you want anybody else want to talk about that song, Mona Lisa?
Uh, as far as that very pop punky guitar riff, um, if I'm ever struggling to come up with a melody, um, that will fit our sound, it sounds really dumb, but I will listen to and look at chord progressions for other songs in that genre, and then I will still playing different chords, so I'm not just copying them. Um, but as far as strumming patterns and the overall rhythm, I'll kind of try to take snippets from other songs in that genre. Um, like most of the picking pattern in that song was heavily influenced by Basket Case from Green Day. So I can't remember who said it. I'm pretty sure it might have been Zach Wild, but he said the greats. Um, what was it? Like, if you're a good guitar player, you write your own stuff. If you're a musical genius, you steal it from other people. I mean, if you looking at it from a guitar standpoint, Basket Case, uh, all the small things, and Closing Time, they are all the same exact chord progression, just with slightly different strumming patterns. So,
Donovan made this one riff where it was like, I forget. We had just released. I forget what. I think it was "Won't Let Go" or something. This is right after Fort Pitt Tunnel, and Donovan he deconstructed Fort Pitt Tunnel down, up pitched it or something like that, and it sounded like a whole different thing. And I remember him calling me like, "Yo, listen to this," and I'm like, "Holy shit! Like this is insane. It sounds exactly like I don't know what it sounds like." And he was like, "Fort Pitt Tunnel," and I was like, "No fucking way, dude!" Like it's so crazy. Like I don't know, it's crazy. And then James, like he'll just follow up pretty much whatever Donovan's doing like just try to find like harmonies that fit it, or just like certain chords that just fit into that perfectly.
Oh yeah, especially with the music we're making, it's pretty easy to just stick with the root notes and then add on from there.
That Mona Lisa song, it seemed like when it like kicks in the chorus, I could see people like jumping up and down like this in the audience when it kicks in. Can you see that?
Fun song to play live. That's what I can get it.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's a good one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We had some people, like I was out of breath because I'm fat as shit. Um, but the parts that I did sing, there was people two stepping in the crowd, so that was kind of cool.
I guess another day inside my head just makes my life more dreadful than kissing on your lips in Paris. I can't shake the taste of your. Then we sit and play pretend, act like the world is in our hands. Rock it down, another bottle, shit, I'm wasted up in France. It's you again, it's all a chance. Rock it down, another bottle, shit, I'm wasted up in. Fake love, you hate me, I taste it. You red lipstick stains on my blanket. You so dead, you still like a painting. You must be Mona Lisa. You want me to sit there and shape you. Paint you, degrade you, and hate you. I think there's nothing I can't do. I think you're Mona Lisa.
Okay, what's your plans for the next 6 months? What do you got lined up as far as like shows or new music coming out or what?
So, we have extremely big plans. We are trying to get signed um, to an indie label in California. Right now, it just seems like they fit our needs the best, in the sense of bigger labels. Like, obviously, we'll get to a bigger label in the future, but bigger labels, I feel like you're better off doing a distribution deal, because you get all the benefits of having your music being heard by tons of people without being bound down to someone. Like, I have this song that I personally fucking hate that we have. It's called Mirrors, and it's our top song that we have. But imagine a big label being like, yeah, we want you to push Mirrors for the next 6 months, and we have all this amazing music like Mona Lisa, and we can't drop it. Like that just sounds like a nightmare. So Bright Antenna Records seems like a very cool label for us. So that's number one. We have a mini tour planned. Actually, I think at the end of next month, it'll officially start. We're gonna be going to a whole bunch of different cities, playing with some amazing bands. I've personally never been to Chicago before, um, but that'll be really cool. And then, fuck, I talk so much. Someone else take it from me. Shit.
So we are planning on going as far east as New York City, as far west as Chicago, um, and then we are going to dip a little south. We're going to Washington D.C. and I believe Morgantown, West Virginia. It's like right across the border. Uh, but that there, um, we are in talks with playing um, Mr. Small's Funhouse, which is a phenomenal fucking venue. Um, as well as, I don't know if you've heard of Preserving Underground out in New Kent. Um, but I mean, an old cathedral turned into, a record store upstairs and then a bunch of venues downstairs. That's just badass to me. Uh, I mean, same thing with even, the more people in the crowd, the better. But even as far as pictures alone, I'm excited for Mr. Smalls because the Funhouse has like this giant arch over the stage. Um, and as much as we love playing smaller venues and supporting them, um, especially because I'm about 5'7", so is James. Logan's 5'6", and then he's like 6'4". Um, and on some of those smaller stages, it does get a little crowded.
It looks ridiculous. It looks like I'm Willy Wonka surrounded by Oompa Loompas. It is so horrible. But the big stages, we could at least get away from each other. So, like, because I feel like all these stages we play, we're like up each other's asses. Like, the last show we just played, I caught myself twice almost falling on James. And I caught myself, thank God. But, like, then I'm like going to the left a little bit too much and I'm about to fall on Donnie and he's looking at me like, the fuck are you doing? Like, big stages will just make it look so much better. But this tour is not going to be like, I think it's going to be very fun in terms of exposure, us getting to sightsee a little bit, things like that. It's going to suck for us to be sleeping because we're broke. We're going to be sleeping in a van, dude. We're doing this for the love of the game and for the fans that we have. So but the experience is going to be amazing. Like, it's going to be a very fun thing to do. So very excited for that. As far as even further plans, I mean, I feel like getting signed and this tour is as much as we can like cram into 2026. 2027 will just be, if we God lets us, we get signed. 2027 will be a year of like straight work. It's going to be a lot of work, but in the long run of everything, it's going to be worth it because I know the boys feel the exact same way. I fucking hate my job. Like, I can't stand it. So I think the best thing to be called a job would be music. So that's end game.
Yeah, and to kind of add off of that a little bit, uh, in in my personal opinion, um, because I am a very creative person, uh, being able to, play shows, and yeah, it's fucking exhausting playing shows. I know damn well that after this weekend playing two back-to-back, I'm gonna fucking. But I'm saying that I'm gonna be exhausted and beat after these two shows back-to-back at Roboto. Uh, but just being able to sit down and write music and people enjoy it and pay us to listen to it is the most rewarding thing ever. And I feel like I can speak for most people on the face of this planet that ideally for a job you don't want to have dread, waking up in the morning to go to work and you know hating the people you work with. Um, but I mean, getting to fuck around on my guitar, see a bunch of beautiful cities. What's there to not like about
I just like, I don't know. I feel like even like when we have an official, like, this is a small tour, still our first tour, which is super cool. But when we have that like first like big boy tour, whether it be us like following under a bigger band because we're just starting out, or our own personal tour. As soon as I step in that tour bus or get onto that huge stage that's like Mr. Smalls, but it's in a different city, I think that will be the moment that like we're all gonna be like holy shit, you know what I mean? Like we're here, if that makes sense. And it's so good because I could like picture it right now. And I know everyone like that's a musician says that, but like I just I genuinely believe with my full heart it is possible. It's gonna be a lot of work on our part, but we've been doing that since 90 Seconds has started anyway, so I don't know why that would change. So
Okay. How can we get a hold of you? Facebook, Instagram?
Instagram, I was gonna say TikTok, but the TikTok is so cringy it's not even worth it to go on there, honestly. The TikTok is primarily to reach new people that never heard our music before and are just scrolling. Our Instagram, however, is where you'd want to see us, as well as our Spotify, 90 Seconds Till Midnight on everything with one fucking L, not two of them. Yeah.
Okay. That's all the questions I have. Thanks for coming on the show tonight. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Oh, if anybody is listening to this is able to come to our show this weekend, it is actually an anti ice show because we're helping out Casa San Jose. They are a company that helps empower the Latino community in Pittsburgh, and they are trying to like give back to the Latino community and minorities just to make Pittsburgh a better place and less fucking icy. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's it. We are 90 Seconds Till Midnight.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us.
Another line I'm putting up my nose. I think the world just kind of froze. Sipping wine when I'm in Paris. I can't shake the thought of you. Just one more kiss to leave your lips. Pretend we're living life in bliss. I can tell if you've been smiling. I can't shake the thought of you. Fake love, you hate me, I taste it. Your red lipstick stains on my blanket. You're so dead, you still like the painting. You must be Mona Lisa. You want me to sit there and shape you, paint you, degrade you, and hate you. I think there's nothing I can't do. I think you're Mona Lisa. I wish that you would take my hand again. We could play pretend, act like this love was